So what's up guys, it's Terry here by Nino Orkwaji, and welcome back to another video of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer Season 6. In today's video, I've got the top 10 best MW2 and MW3 class setups as of the Season 6 update. In case you're uninformed, with this recent and last Season 6 update for Modern Warfare 3, a lot of the MW2 guns got buffed massively. So I thought I'd put them in this video for a fair amount so you guys can actually use them and, destroy with them. And of course, the MW3 guns are very dominant as well. So you guys are excited to see these updated class setups? Enjoy your last Halloween spooky vibes here within MW3 before you move on to Black Ops 6. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and check out these class setups. So starting things off, we got the fastest killing SMG within all of Modern Warfare 3 now, especially after the static HV got some massive nerfs, the WSV Swarm. So starting things off, we got the muzzle of the Quartermaster Suppressor. This is one of my ace suppressors, and you'll probably see this on every loadout here today. It keeps us off the minimap every time we shoot, and we get some extra recoil control from 11 to 23% in all directions, allowing this gun to be massively more accurate, and that's one of the downfalls of this gun that we can mitigate with this attachment. Now going over to the underbarrel here, we're going to go ahead and put on the Kimura Seraphic Vertical Grip. I personally like this attachment because it helps our vertical recoil control by 7 to 8%, allowing us to have way more better accuracy and a faster time to kill, and it also helps us in the sense that we get a ton of movement as well, but we might lose some ADS speed here, but it's not too massive of a decrease in my opinion, so you need to be able to move around the map and thus be more accurate. Going over to the stock though, I really recommend the Ephesus Fortress Heavy stock. Gives you the most recoil control in terms of 14 to 28% in all directions, allowing you to be way more accurate and thus have a way faster time to kill with that better accuracy. Rear grip wise, there's a couple of choices you got here. You got the Marauder grip helping you with recoil control and gun kick control, so you can be even more accurate with the gun from 7 to 10%. But personally, I've been liking the WSP TAC 20 grip with that sprint to fire speed increase of 9%, allowing you to bring up the gun faster and give you a faster time to kill. And then lastly, of course, you can put on a barrel for a little bit more damage and maybe more recoil control, laser for a little more speed. But this gun runs out of ammo really quickly, so of course, I'm going to put on a magazine. I'm going to put on that 100-round drum mag. Allows us to just spray and pray with this gun, endlessly, especially on shipment. This is like my favorite shipment gun in the entire game, especially now that the static HV got nerfed. So I don't have to worry about running out of ammo while rocking with this gun. And there you guys go. This is pretty much how I love to rock the WSV Swarm. Helps you in close range, medium range situations, and even far ranges if you're able to have the accuracy. Like I said, at range it's a little bit harder to control, but if you want to put on like a horizontal recoil control attachment for that, you could. But I tend to keep my engagements up close, where this gun really shines. I don't really try to, go for too far ranges there, but use the WSV Swarm. Fastest killing SMG again, not the static, is nerfed. Now before we move on to the other setups within this amazing video, I thought I'd show you guys my full loadout, which is the loadout that I use on pretty much every single gun in the game. My secondary is always the Core 45. Best pistol in the game with these attachments: Sonic Suppressor XS, Slay Reflector, 40-round mag, XRK Lightning Fire trigger action, and the Tactical Grip cover. Allows me to have a really fast trigger finger and body my opponents in a fast time to kill, and it's always useful whenever I run out of ammo with my primary. And for my vest here, I always use the comms vest because easily the best vest in the game. I get 4 perks, and then it also gives me UAV pings when I walk over my enemies' bodies, kind of similar to Scavenger, so I always kind of know where enemies are at, even when teammates aren't getting UAVs. Tactical is going to be the EMP grenade, in case I need to get rid of any equipment. Field upgrade is going to be the med box. I don't have to run stim shots because I have the med box here, which every time that I use the med box within that life, I'm able to heal in 3 seconds as opposed to the default 5 seconds. Stim shot is 2 seconds, but then you have to also factor in the animation where you stim shot yourself, and that could get you killed. Where with this, it's always active. I don't have to do anything, just use the box once, and I'm good for the rest of that life. And you get that pretty fast. Scavenger gloves is going to be my gloves so I can keep using the guns that I'm using. Boots is going to be covert sneakers, so I can sneak around the map. But if you feel like footsteps aren't the most concern here, you can use the all-terrain boots to really increase your movement speed and outplay your opponents, or whatever boots you're more comfortable with. Gear is usually going to be mag holster and EOD padding. Faster reloads are always nice to have. And an EOD padding because, screw these grenades. But sometimes I will put on Ghost in case enemies are calling in a ton of UAVs. But yeah, that's my general loadout for every gun in the game. So now let me show you guys the 9 other primaries that you should rock. Next up here, we got the Tempest Razorback AR, which got massively buffed with fucking hell. Next up, we got the Tempest Razorback here, which got massively buffed with this recent update, as you guys can see from the patch notes. It's a real kind of underrated beast now. Muzzle-wise, we're going to go ahead and use that Quartermaster Suppressor for the reasons that I stated before. Underbarrel-wise, I really like the DR6 handstop. It is one of those signature attachments that I use in a lot of my builds as well, because it helps our sprint to fire speed and ADS speed by 8%, and we get a nice little movement boost of 8 to 7% in all directions, so that we can strafe faster or move around the map a lot more quickly and win more gunfights. Now, in terms of the optics, I really like an iron sight on this, or I don't like the iron sight on this, I should say, so I put on the Jack Glasses optic for a cleaner sight and more firing stability, making it pretty much the best optic in the game, the Rock. And then going over to the rear grip, I end up using the ERGX1 for that extra recoil control and gun kick control, helping every single direction by 7%, because this gun does have a fair amount of kick, so that combined with the Quartermaster Suppressor is going to keep us in check. And then for a magazine, I like rocking a magazine because I want 15 extra bullets. This gun does kind of run out of ammo really quickly. If you don't feel like using a magazine, you could rock a barrel, a stock, a comb for recoil control or ADS speed. But I'm going to go ahead and use that 45 round mag for those 15 extra bullets so I can body more opponents without having to reload as much. And yeah, it's been a minute since I've made a video on the Razorback, but very accurate with this build, and it's going to be even better with the buffs that have now impacted Season 6, so use the Razorback. You might find yourself kind of surprised, and it probably melts faster than the ISO Hemlock. Next up, we got the SVA 545, which coincidentally didn't get nerfed or buffed within the MW3 Season 6 update. It still is the fastest killing AR in the entire game because of its hyper burst feature, so of course I had to put it in this list. Muzzle-wise, you guys already know, Quartermaster Suppressor, best way to rock when it comes to this weapon, just allows you to amplify its power even further. Underbarrel-wise, you can use the DR6 handstuff for maximum speed, the Jack Slash, but personally, I've been really liking the paracord grip because you get no downsides, as you guys can see from the description there, and we get 15% recoil control, movement speed, ADS movement speed for strafe speeds, and then sprint to fire speed being boosted by 12%. It's a massive bonus, bringing up the gun faster and giving us a faster time to kill. So, you know, it's like a Black Ops 6 attachment. Those Black Ops 6 attachments really helped us, and the paracord grip kind of echoes that sentiment really well. The stock is going to be the main V6 stock for maximum recoil control and gun kick control, being boosted by 8 to 21% in all directions, allowing us to be super accurate. So this in combination with the paracord and the Quartermaster will allow the SVA 545 to be untouchable in terms of its accuracy. And then rear grip wise, we're going to go ahead and put on the NOT-Z3 grip to boost the speed of this gun further, with that sprint to fire speed and ADS speed being boosted by 3 to 15%, really allowing this gun to be usable in almost any situation / scenario. Now from here, if you don't want to put a magazine, you put a barrel for more power or recoil control, ammunition for similar reasons, and optic, we don't like the iron sight, but you guys know me. I like my 45 round mags. Just those 15 extra bullets come in clutch, especially when I get in the enemy spawns and, you know, I needed some extra ammo there. So that's what I'm going to be putting on here to allow this gun to shine. And with this SVA 545, you'd be in action, allowing you to pretty much destroy these opponents with no recoil at all. It's very easy to control. And I mean, you guys just saw the proof in the pudding. It's been good all year. I don't know what else to say. They only buffed this gun. I don't think they ever nerfed it, which is kind of wild. For our next MW2 SMG, we got the Fennec 45, which got massively buffed, as you guys can see through these patch notes. I think this might be a better SMG than the Vel 46. That's up to you to decide with this class setup. So starting things off, muzzle, gonna be the Quartermaster Suppressor at this point. I don't really gotta explain myself. Underbarrel wise, now you can use the DR6 handstuff for some movement. But personally, I really like the Jack Slash on this gun. Not only does it help our movement speed majorly in, you know, allowing us to rush around a little bit quickly, but we also get that vertical recoil control boost, allowing us to control this gun a little bit more effectively, and we don't hurt our sprint to fire speed or ADS speed in any way, which I think is very important. So being able to control this gun and move around the map a lot more fast is very important. And now going over to the optic, I'm not a fan of the MW2 iron sights on most guns because they'd be jumping around a lot, so I'm gonna put the Jack Glasses optic to keep the gun more stable and allow us to have a better accuracy factor. And then rear grip wise, you can go with the Fennec rubber grip if you feel like you can control it and have that speed to fire speed and ADS speed boost. But personally, I really want to be able to control this gun, so I use the Fennec stippled grip to help our recoil control by 7% in all directions, and suffer very little for that, in my opinion. And then lastly, you could put on any other attachment to help you in any sort of factor, but I like the magazine, as you guys know, especially because this gun has a super fast fire rate. And with the Fennec Mag 45, you have 45 rounds, and you won't be held down too much by the slower factors. And there you guys go. With the Fennec 45 with this class, you're not going to have a lot of recoil to deal with. Very, very accurate, even at farther ranges, even though you shouldn't be really challenging that, but up close, this thing melts, and especially after the buff, you're gonna be loving the Fennec 45. Try it out. It's pretty freaking sweet. So next up within our SMGs list, we got the FGX Horse from MW3. And this gun wasn't really affected, and I still think it's probably top 1 or top 2 SMG in the entire game for its power and extremely fast fire rate. So starting things off with the muzzle, you guys already know I love the quartermaster suppressor with that recoil control and suppression. Barrel-wise, I really recommend the Sin 9 long barrel. This gun doesn't have that much damage range and bullet velocity, so that's going to be boosted by 15 to 20%, allowing this gun to be even more effective at farther ranges. And then you also get some aiming auto sway and firing aim stability to help stabilize the gun, because one of its biggest downfalls is its kind of low recoil, or high recoil technically. Stock-wise, we're going to go ahead and put on the Ripper Light Stock. Really love this because you get a bunch of movement benefits, and you get a nice little sprint to fire speed boost as well, allowing you to bring up the gun faster and give you a faster time to kill. So definitely put that on. Rear grip-wise, like I said, I really hate the recoil on this gun, so I'm going to go ahead and focus on the low 9M grip for that recoil control, gun kick control, and firing stability, improving our recoil control by 7% in all directions. So with this combination of attachments right here, especially the quartermaster, long barrel, and the rear grip, the FGX Horse will be a lot more controllable for those closer range engagements, and you can stretch out your range a little bit. And then lastly, for a magazine, I need that 60 round drum mag. This gun runs out of ammo so freaking fast. I feel like it's almost a necessity to run this 60 round drum mag. And there you guys go. With this FGX Horse, I'm able to just freaking destroy my opponents. Not only look good in style, but also slay in style as well. You see, the recoil is not that bad up to these ranges, but then obviously you try to stretch your ranges, a little bit harder to control. So up to you if you want a horizontal recoil control attachment, but honestly, just keep your engagements up close, and you're going to be slaying with this amazing SMG. Next up for our MW2 ARs, the M4 got a very nice set of buffs, and I already thought the gun was good before this update, so now it's even better. Going over to the muzzle here, we're going to go ahead and put on that quartermaster suppressor for obvious reasons that we've already stated before. Underbarrel wise, we're going to use that jack slash for not only the movement capabilities, but also that sprint speed and vertical recoil control, because this gun does have a good amount of vertical magnitude. And then going over to the optic, I don't like how the iron sight kind of jumps up within this gun, especially with a lot of the MW2 guns, so the jack classless optics coming in clutch to save the day again. And then going over to the rear grip here, you could put on the X10 grip if you wanted some sprint to fire speed and ADS speed, but personally, I want to make sure the gun is controllable for me and my aim, so I'm going to put on the Sakine ZX grip for that 7% in recoil control boost in all directions. And then to top things off, you put on the barrel for extra damage, laser for more speed, the stock for whatever the case may be, but the stocks kind of suck on this gun, so I'm going to use the magazine of the 45 round mag. I want to have 15 extra bullets because this gun's fire rate's a little bit fast, and I want to take down multiple opponents without having to reload personally, and I won't feel too sluggish with the combination of attachments here. And there you guys go. With this M4 now boosted with power, you're going to feel so much more confident with this gun. Look at that, bruh. Hardly any recoil. Might give the M13B a run for its money, and I definitely recommend you try it out with the new update of Season 6. Next up, I've got what I believe is the next best assault rifle right next to the SVA 545, and that's going to be the MTZ 556 here within MW3. You guys have seen this before. It melts. Now for the muzzle here, we're going to go ahead and put on that quartermaster suppressor for obvious reasons. Underbarrel wise, you can use the DR6 handstop for a lot more movement speed, you can use the jack slash, but personally for this gun, I like the SL skeletal vertical grip. Helps me for both sprint to fire speed and ADS speed, bringing up the gun faster and have a faster time to kill, and it gives us vertical recoil control as well as gun kick control being improved by 6 to 8%, because this gun has a nasty amount of vertical kick, and this is going to help stabilize that as well as make us more speedy. And then for the stock here, you can either choose to use the EXF Close Quarters Assault stock, or the MTZ Marauder stock to really boost that recoil control further by 8 to 21%, so this gun really doesn't move at all when you shoot it, especially with this combination of attachments. Rear grip wise, we're going to go ahead and put on that Rival Ace grip. We're going to get a little bit more movement here that the underbarrel didn't provide for us, and we're going to get some more sprint to fire speed and ADS speed to make the gun even more snappier. And then from here, you can choose a barrel for more power and ammunition for more power, the optic if you don't like the iron sights. But personally, you guys know me, I love my magazine, so we're going to go ahead and put on the 50 round drum mag, because we're definitely going to be running out of ammo with the fast fire rate this gun has. And like the MTZ decal says there, fight, you're going to fight very well with this MTZ. Has hardly any sort of freaking recoil gun kick, and that was with me like hardly touching the control stick at all. It's one of my favorite ARs in the game. I don't really gotta say much about it. It's a beast. Next up, we got an MW2 SMG that got buffed majorly. I'm kind of surprised, but it definitely deserved the love. And that's gonna be the PDSW 528. I loved rocking this gun with an MW2, and here with an MW3, it's a lot more formidable with the buffs that it got. Starting off with the muzzle, you guys know how we start. Quartermaster suppressor, shouldn't explain it anymore. Laser. There's a variety of ways you can go about it. You can use the Kimura Right L33 laser light for the big boost to 14 to 10%, sprint fire speed and ADS speed to make this gun more snappy, but your laser and your flashlight are visible when you ADS, and I don't like that personally. If you want a little bit less laser visibility, you can put on the VLK LZR7NW, which not only gives you a sprint to fire speed and ADS speed boost of 5%, but you also get that aiming stability, which allows you to be more accurate at range. But once again, you do have a visible laser when you ADS with this. So personally, I like the quick fire laser. Just gives me no laser visibility, which is what I want. I don't want the opponents to know where I'm at all. And I get a nice little speed boost of 4%, allowing me to be more snappy with the gun. Now, when it comes to the optic here, like I said, the MW2 gun iron sights jump up too much, so I like the Jack Glasses optic, giving me even more precision and some firing stability to keep the gun more steady. And then going over to the comb here, we're going to go ahead and put on the Mac 8 on track comb for aiming auto sway, recoil control, and gun kick control being improved by 7%. But now that I look at it, the ADS speed decrease there is kind of terrible. So we're going to go ahead and switch things up there and go to the stock, which I personally prefer either the guard duty stock or even the hollow extended stock. But it's kind of up to you. A lot of these freaking attachments suck on this gun, like, honestly. So guard duty stock is probably going to be a lot more better, because the downsides of that comb that I just showed you just slows this gun down way too much. I didn't realize that ADS speed was terrible. Rear grip wise, though, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves the Bruin Q900 grip, which is going to up our sprint to fire speed and ADS speed by 3 to 14%, giving us a major boost in bringing up the gun faster and giving us a faster time to kill. And there you guys go. With this, you got a good mix of recoil control attachments, ADS speed, and sprint to fire speed attachments, and then an optic. And the PDSW is a really nice SMG. As you can see with this build, you're pretty much really good at short to medium range, and at long range, as long as you control the recoil a little bit better, you can kind of challenge long range fights as well. So shout out to PDSW after the buff. Really makes this gun feel nice now. I really enjoy it myself. Next up, the Superior 46, even though it caught some nerfs, I still think it's one of the best SMGs in the game to rock, and I think it will still be my favorite SMG to rock, especially for that weapon prestige camo for Season 6. When it comes to the muzzle here, I love the Quartermaster suppressor. You guys kind of already know this. Barrel-wise, I like the Handcard Heavy barrel. Helps that bullet velocity and damage range by 23 to 27%, giving this gun kind of like AR damage range, which is kind of scary. And you get aiming auto sway, so the gun is even more steady at farther ranges. Underbarrel wise, we got to go for that need for speed with the sprint to fire speed and ADS speed boost of the DR6 hand stop, as well as all the movement speed benefits that we get. Stock wise, very similar. We're going to put on that Rescue 9 stock for a bunch of movement speed and even some recoil control boost by 8% there. So we could be really speedy with this gun. So we got some good speed attachments, some good recoil control and damage range attachments, allowing the Superior to still be one of the most dominant guns at range. And then magazine wise, I like the 40 round mag just because it's going to give me the most ammo and it doesn't make me feel too slow with this SMG. Though I did wish I had like a 45 or a 50 round mag, but there you guys go. The Superior 46, like I said, even though it was kind of nerfed, still feels pretty good at those short to medium ranges, and even at long range, you're pretty accurate. Just, I love this SMG. There's just nothing that can make me hate it unless they ruin the recoil, but try out this SMG, man. Pretty insane. And to end things off here with the last MW2 SMG that I wanted to cover is the ISO 45. I thought this SMG was moderately okay before the update, but now with the massive buffs that it got, it might give the Vel 46 a run for its money. So try out this new class for the ISO 45. Muzzle wise, Quartermaster suppressor. You guys already know the deal with it. Underbarrel wise, I'm gonna go ahead and use that Jack Slash. This gun does have a lot of vertical kick, so this is gonna help us without hurting any other recoil, attachments or attributes, as well as sprint to fire speed attachments or attributes. And you also get some movement speed, which is also really sweet. Optic wise, we got to put in that Jack Glassless. Not a fan of the iron sights of this gun, especially with how it jumps up sometimes. Rear grip wise, we got to put on that Stout for that recoil control and gun kick control being improved by 7% in all directions and not hurting you too much in any sort of attribute. And then magazine wise, I'm gonna put on that 45 round drum mag. But if you feel like it feels too slow on you, you could obviously put on a barrel, a stock, a laser to help your handling a bit. But I'm gonna put on that 45 round drum mag for as much ammo as possible. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised with the ISO 45 getting a buff this late into the game. I can understand other guns doing it, but yeah, this ISO 45, kind of nice. Obviously, at range, it doesn't have the best recoil control, but I like how it feels with this build. Actually has like decent-ish movement, and the control is way better than it was before. It was kind of hard to control earlier before this update, but now with this update, I think it's kind of sweet, and this blueprint looks really nice with this camo. Goodness, but there you guys go. Those are my top 5 MW2 and MW3 SMG AR class setups after the buffs that happened within Season 6. So change up those class setups, try out some MW2 guns, you know, switch it up a bit before Black Ops 6 comes out. And make sure you guys enjoy yourselves this last season, because Black Ops 6, who knows if the content is going to be as consistent as it was here within MW3. I really enjoyed MW3, and I hope you enjoyed watching the videos that I made so far in the last 11 months. Thank you for being a big part of my life. Anyways, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And of course, follow me over on Twitch, where I might be streaming already the new update. I love you all.